Welcome back, guys, to another video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you a brand new copy trading strategy that I just started to utilize on my test dummy gambling account. And as I was recording, funny enough, we ended up copy trading the exact same thing I'm about to show you, exact same wallets. And I had to pause the video because, I had to monitor the trade, and we ended up doing very well. So far, we've done 4 trades. I'll just quickly show you guys them. This is the, of course, this is the one that we just did. But these are all the wallets. So basically, this is a wallet herd strategy. There's a bunch of wallets that buy at the same time. I'll get into that in just a sec. So there was one called Sibel that we bought, and it's right over here. We made $7.50. There was another one called RTF, and right here we made $9.71. And I'll just pull this up right here, actually. But that's actually how much we made in the last 4 days. And there's another one called Birthday. I made 88 cents, and they also call that over here. And of course, this one right here, which the moneymaker one, we ended up making almost $100. So in total, we're up $117 in 4 trades. And my initial is roughly, it even says right here, $12.67. And I'll show you guys how you can use TradeWiz to copy trade these wallets and start earning for yourselves. So let's just dive right into that. So I'm going to try to explain this the best way I possibly can. With all these different tabs I have open are all the wallets that buy together. And the first thing I see when I was looking at this, and the only reason why I even did this, is they all have a high win rate, a crazy return on investment on this one. High win rate, good return on investment. Same thing here. Same thing over here. And if you look at their holdings, guys, they're not holding anything. That's a really important thing when you're looking at wallets to copy trade. Their P&Ls, if they're holding a bunch of stuff, that actually disrupts their P&L, and then it can make it look better than it actually is. But these guys aren't holding anything. So that's what caught my eye. It's not even just like, oh, these guys are all buying together, but they're all making money. So that's the first thing that caught my eye. Secondly, you can see they're all buying the same coins. And you may say like, oh yeah, they're copy trading. Yes, they are technically copy trading, but it's not like your standard version of copy trading each other where they are buying the same coins. But like the other guys that are copy trading, if you ever look at the transaction history, they have a bunch of mixed coins in between, and it's very messy. They have a bunch of buys and sells. So you have like the same coins, but it would be like different coins as well. It would be hard to track. This is very clean. It's very straightforward. So this is something very important. And also, going forward, how do I find these guys? So, of course, we know digital art. That's the coin I traded, and it's actually at a 4x from where I sold, which is insane. But moving on, how you find them is basically you just go on to any coin that migrated, guys, and you go into the first transactions. You want to be trading with the people who were in first. So here you can see JKL. JKL is right here. You can see YEI. You can see 4KA, and both of them are right here. And you may ask, so how does this work? Like, who do I copy? And I call it the leader wallet. And in this case, this is the leader wallet. This is the one I would copy. And I have this like little sheet I made here, and it shows all the wallets involved. And that's why you see like some of them bought Brett and some didn't. It's because they don't use all of the same wallets every single time. They will use maybe 5 of them, and they would rotate them, but there would always be the leaders, as I call them. And this right here is a leader. He's pretty much in all of them. He maybe missed one since I started, but these guys are the leaders. So like, I wouldn't recommend copy trading all 3 of them unless you don't mind being in 3 trades at once. But I would recommend copying him. And one common mistake people make while copy trading on TradeWiz, the link's in my description as usual, is when you're in your copy trade settings, you want to set your buy times to 1, because you don't want to, like as you see here, he bought this coin multiple times, and that can get stressful for you. Maybe you didn't want that to happen. So set it to once, nice and clean. Perfect. And also, I wouldn't recommend copying their sells, and I'll show you just in a second. Slippage, because it's pump on coins mostly that they're trading. I've had no issue with 25. 25, some people may think is high. You can lower it if you want, but pump fund coins do move pretty quickly, and you don't want your transactions to fail. And if they do fail, you do want to have your auto retry on. Honestly, it saved me a couple of times, and great thing that they have here on TradeWiz. So the reason why I say don't copy their sells, and I'll show you just in a sec here. So we'll copy this guy, for example, the leader, and go to makers. We'll paste it. And he bought and sold right here. He actually didn't make money on this one. And the reason I say don't copy the sells, it's funny because my first 3 trades, I did copy the sells. I made money on 2, like 60 to 80%, and I broke even on 1. The reason I say that is because I don't know why, guys. Don't ask me. Every single coin these guys buy into end up running. Literally every single one. Maybe a couple don't. And I'll show you that right now. So this one, clearly it ran. We'll copy him again. I already have him copied. PLS is still doing pretty great, but it topped out at almost 6 million. And if you look here, he actually bought and like gradually sold, but it still ran. So I'm not saying like, okay, don't copy their sells because maybe the coin won't do anything. But in my experience, from what I'm seeing, the coins are running. And if you look even further, like I was in this trade as well. I made like, I don't know, 60% or something on this one. Open that one up. And we'll just copy him again real quick. We'll just copy the leader. So keep it nice and simple. And we go back to where things were happening, which is right over here. This one topped that at 121K, but they always buy early, right? So this is what I like about these guys. They buy early, and these coins tend to go, guys. So this is not financial advice. I'm not saying, hey, every time these guys buy a coin, the coin is going to go. From what I'm seeing, that's what's happened. And there's honestly a lot of trades that I like, the ones that I copy their sells. I would have made more if I held on. So how do we find these guys again? We go onto MemeScope. If you're using Photon, you go to MemeScope. If you're using GMGN, you go on to whatever they have there, or Bullex. They all have the same, same layout. You go to coins that graduated, for example, Chill Morty, and you go into the first transactions, and you just start looking. And one thing I'll tell you guys is you don't want to see like small buys. You want to see like a bundle like this is not even good. You want to see like a bundle of like $400 or $500 buys. Like here maybe could be something like, so it will take some time to find these, but it can be done for sure. And these guys are not the only ones doing this. I can guarantee you. Like, ask yourself right now, have you ever seen a coin, you're just watching a coin, the transactions randomly, and all these random buys come in, $400, $500, $600 buys? That's these guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll leave all the links for what I talked about in the video in my description, and I'll see you guys in the next one.